burning this knife. I think today we're going to work on the part where we put the banner on the first day. Work with putting a big flower in of it. And then we'll see, maybe we'll flower around it. This one I'm going to burn a little bit darker and bigger. So I'll burner on around 5 and see how my burning goes, and may have to turn it down. Alright. And in previous, I use a Coalwood Super Pro 2. This is an MC tip. It's the only one I use when burning the tattoo knives. And then this is a C tip that I use burning signature knives with. And that was the lovely modeled hand of Miss Holly Smithson. Alright, we're going to put a big old flower in here.
Go up over me. Tell me if I'm in your way.
I said I wanted this one a little bit darker.
So it looked like you penciled it on before we started, right?
Mm-hmm. I drew it on here to save a little time. I don't think you need me to or watch me draw this stuff on here, which
Just take up time for the video.
yeah, we'll practice burn. So I'm just giving it a good old outline right now. And then I've always liked to come in here and add some other little petals. And you can curve them however you want, make them more uniform, up to a point, back down. However you like it, this is your design. It's something that I tried the other day. And I'm just randomly putting these circles in here. And they don't have to be the same size, same burn. They can even be smaller in places, or just a dot. But I found with these circles, it gives it the appearance that there's light in there. It's reflecting off something. It's just, this is what you do, is you just start playing around with different ideas and techniques. And if you want them darker, turn the heat up or go slower like this. And they'll get darker. And if you feel your tip dig into the wood like I am, then you just can make a half circle here and a half circle there. And you can even overlap your circles a little bit like that. Make it look like it's darker right there. So a lot of this is tedious work. Especially pointillism is probably the tedious thing I've ever done. This kind of gives it the illusion of maybe even like sunflower seeds stuck in there, possibly.
Yeah.
I don't remember what knife I just did this on, but I did on somebody's knife. Or maybe I was just goofing around. Maybe I did it on one of them little push gouges. I don't remember.
I don't know. Maybe I remember when we grew those great big sunflowers. It does kind of look like that. Skylar grew sunflowers one year, and they were over 12 feet tall.
Yeah, they were gigantic. The birds enjoyed them.
Yeah.
They're jumbo seeds. I think my tip's getting built up because it's not burning as dark, so clean it on a piece of leather. See, when you get in here, you can just make little circles right next to the other one. Don't even complete the circle. Go back. But you see, it gets very redundant. So if you like redundancy, this is a good project. Just burn circles everywhere. Now we can't hardly see these leaves in here off this other flower. So this is where I'm going to turn my heat up to 6. And right in here, I'm going to burn these circles darker. Just so I can see a separation off these other little petals off this other flower. And then I'm going to go up the side and start recircling it. There's still a circle and there's just a little bit of light, but now I'm going to make it look like it's going to shadow around it. So I'm going to go up in here and we're going to make the light look like it's hitting right in the middle of that sunflower. We got another little petal over here. We're going to darken these circles in so that we can see this petal over here. But I want to leave this center lighter. So I want to start, I'm going to go a little bit faster so it doesn't burn as dark. There, now we have the illusion that it's kind of rounded. And we can see our flowers over here. So now we're going to turn it back down to, maybe 4.5. And these petals, I'm going to make a little bit darker next to these other petals. Like I said, this flower is going to be a little bit darker than some of the other ones. So as I come in here, I start burning dark right on the edge where I drew my line. And then I'm going to start fading it out. Fading it out means I'm going faster and I'm pushing lighter. Since we got a petal right in here, I'm going to get this dark right here so it sticks out. We want this petal on this flower here to stick out, so. And I'm going to leave it light over there. This one's going to be light up against this petal, so I'm just going to twirl it really quick in here and work on getting this dark line to blend into it. You're not going to really see the whole lot of dark on this one because it's behind that other flower. It's the same thing here. We're going to be dark on this side. We're going to come down dark into this valley right here. And then we're going to leave it light over here on this side. Same thing over here. Like I said, redundancy over and over and over.
Squirrel.
Yeah, this is torture on my brain. But you do what you got to do. It'd be like eating the same thing every day. And if it's bacon, that's okay.
I was waiting for you to say bacon.
Yeah, today. And same thing here. We want to separate these flowers or petals. So we're going to go darker against that edge there. Same thing here. We're going to go dark in here. Oh, I got to change the angle so I can see it now because we're on top of the knife. So when I say darker, I'm sitting here and I'll just sit there and twirl or kind of, I'm doing little tiny circles in here, I guess. And then as I blend it, I'm definitely pulling up on the wood burner to where it's just barely touching that wood and spinning it a lot faster. So it looks like it's blending out into, you get your light and dark. Probably, I don't know how well it shows up with that light pounding on it.
Oh, that's better. Okay.
It definitely looks different in person than it does on a camera. I think the camera hit all the different light that's bouncing off the knife handle. Makes it hard to see. And there's nothing wrong with going a little bit not as dark and more light. Or making one really dark in the back. Man, I'm sounding like Bob Ross. All right.
A happy flower.
Yeah. It's very happy. Now we got this petal off this other flower. So I'm actually going to make it dark in here so it does stick out. So it doesn't look like it blends into the other one. And see, when I thought about this, I have my dark over here on this flower, so I can come back in and maybe just make it a smidge darker so this petal pops out. There's our big sunflower. We got a few more minutes. Something else that I wanted to do in here. We'll probably add some more burning to this, but on these banners, I like to outline them on the inside, make it look like it has a stripe in it. And it's just following the curve right below it. So
Thank you, Pop Blast 80 seconds said so cool. God bless and happy holidays. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. I was a good boy this year. And so far I have no present under the tree. I guess it depends on who's keeping track of my goodness, huh? All right. Don't worry about if you mess up a line or it looks crooked. I mean, you can always come back in and burn it darker. Make it a little fatter. And we'll probably get this done in here, and then we'll think about what to do next time. Ooh, I messed that one up.
Well, the Milo's down below here, and I think he bumped the stand.
So I'll take care of that one later. You get to see how we can fix it, or may not even notice it. But one way to fix it is if you turn your heat up and we come to this top line and we start making it a little bit thicker in here. Like that. And then we come in here and we make this line darker. And it may start appearing to be a little bit straighter. So you come in here and you kind of just fiddle this line on top and make it look to where it's not as noticeable.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you can even come in and make this darker since we made the part in the middle darker. Remember, this is your design, so whatever you choose to do. And I think we'll wrap it up right there, and next week maybe we'll work on this lettering inside here since we got the Gnome Brothers. This one's His name is Bart Gnome, and this is David Wahoo Gnome. We'll have to put 2 more on there.
Sue McCollum. Hi, Sue, out of Canada. Says you make it look so easy. You're a natural. Mm-hmm.
It
Thanks,
was
Sue.
years,
Merry Christmas, Sue.
years of practice.
Yeah.
Started with a soldering iron. I think I still have that one. It's a squirrel sitting on a stump or something. First one I ever wood burned.
I think it's upstairs.
Yeah, did that with
Hang on the
the
wall.
soldering iron you buy for your soldering wires together.
Yeah.
So, well, everybody, well, we'll try to do one next Sunday. It'll be Christmas. We probably won't do one the day after Christmas, but you never know. But we'll see you soon. Thanks for watching.
All right. Well, look, there's Milo. He's gonna get a piece of the pie. See, there's Milo. He can't help himself. He wants attention. He's a sweet
Say
boy.
bye.
All right. Bye, guys.
Did you say?